Facebook. All right, live. Here we go. Everybody, listen. Um, there's still some joining us. I want to give you a preview. We're going to thank you by telling you what happened this weekend at our first National Debt-A-Thon. It was crazy, just crazy. I had no idea people would respond the way they did. And then I want to tell you what's next, because the Debt-A-Thon on Saturday was not the finale. The Debt-A-Thon was really the launch of our In the Black holiday season. And what we'll be doing this week is following up. If you missed the Debt-A-Thon on Saturday, or if no one's gotten back to you yet, because we had so many people call in and email in that the staff couldn't keep up with the response that was needed. And so if I'm going to tell you what to do about that. And then we're going to talk about Black Friday, because we're trying to get our people to embrace the Black Friday as an alternative to Black Friday. And then I want to talk about, I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas. So I've got a lot to say, a little time to say it in. Hey, good to see you. I'm glad you're not in the Middle East. I'm glad you're in Jersey. First of all, this weekend was great. It started as really response to Black Friday. I'm tired of Black Friday leaving so many Black people in the red. And I'm tired of Black Friday leaving so many white people and Hispanics, but my focus is Black. What I've discovered is that if you don't focus on Black people, no matter how inclusive you try to be, and despite the needs that everybody has, somehow Black people get left out. It happened with affirmative action. It happens with diversity and inclusion. It happens with multiculturalism. Look, in 1968, the Kerner Commission did a report after the riots of Newark and Detroit, 1967. And the Kerner Commission said, we are headed towards two nations, one Black and one white. That was 1968. And after 1968, after the country recognized that the civil rights movement did not resolve all of the issues affecting Black people. In fact, in the Kerner Commission report, one of the most glaring instances of inadequate treatment and social injustice was the police. And now you fast forward to now, over 50 years later, we're still dealing with the disparities that we dealt with in 1968. In fact, many of the disparities are worse. So what happened? If in 1968, the government itself acknowledged the fact that we had a problem of two societies, same problem W.B. Du Bois talked about at the turn of the 20th century, the problem of the color line. And we've had all of this money and all of these programs and all of these initiatives that supposedly were in response to the injustices that were carryovers from slavery and segregation. Then what happened? I'll tell you what happened. What happened was the plight of Black people, the conditions of Black people, the poverty in the Black community, the educational disparities, the healthcare disparities, all created programs called affirmative action, programs called equal opportunity, programs called diversity and inclusion, initiatives of multiculturalism. And we talked about Black people as minorities and people of color. And now 50 years later, after the government acknowledged that the challenge in this country was the lack of resolution of the conditions for Black people, we have larger disparities. We are sicker than the general population. We are poorer than the general population. We are incarcerated at a higher rate. Our children go into foster care. Our babies die sooner. All of these things happen. Why? Because the benefits that were supposed to be created in response to Black need went to other people. Read any objective analysis of affirmative action, and you'll discover that white women benefited from affirmative action more than black people. So it's not being racist. It's not being partial. It's being focused on the needs of the people who have suffered the most and the people who have right now the most documented disparities. You watch and see what happens with this vaccine. We know now that there are 2 vaccines that are ready to get ready to come out. There's a 3rd vaccine for COVID-19. And unless the Congressional Black Caucus, unless our black mayors, unless our black vice president, unless our black billionaires, unless our black grassroots organizers unite, focus on the distribution of this vaccine for COVID-19, I can assure you that if you leave the distribution to its natural causes, black people are going to be disproportionately left out of the COVID-19 vaccine. It happens over and over and over again. And so when you hear me talk about black people, it is not to the exclusion of non-black people, but it's simply making black people a priority. Because my experience is when black people are not the focus and not the priority, somehow, even people of goodwill, when they're in power, we just get left out. All right. So this event that we had this weekend was really the vision that we had to help people understand the real meaning of Black Friday. Black Friday sounds good, especially if you've been looking at a TV or some appliance or looking at some clothes at Macy's, and all of a sudden Thanksgiving comes along, the Christmas season comes along, and those items that you've been looking at are discounted, 25% off, 35% off, in some instances 50% off. And so the advertising industry with the retail industry seized upon this season, the season when we're supposed to be celebrating the birthday of Jesus, the season when we're supposed to be entering into a moment of Thanksgiving. That season has become a season of crass commercialism and of significant consumerism. And Black Friday started back in the 19th century on a day when there was a gold crash and a stock market crash. And it was called Black Friday because so many rich people lost money. So now, fast forward to the 1960s, and they took the Black Friday concept and turned it into something positive to basically say, in short language, we want you, normal people, to make the owners of the retail industry richer on the day after Thanksgiving. We want the retail response to Jesus' birth to be greater this year than ever before, which means that we want businesses to be in the black. Back in the days when bookkeepers would physically write down income and expenses and keep their ledgers with a pencil and paper and a ledger book, if they wrote the numbers in red, that meant that the company was making money. It represented, the company was losing money. If the numbers were written in black, it meant the company was making money. And so red ink meant deficit and loss. Black ink meant profit and gain. In fact, if you use a spreadsheet, right, if you use like Excel spreadsheet on a color computer, when your income is exceeded by your expenses, the computer will type the number in red. And so we decided to use our network and all of the work we do all year to help our people understand, first of all, to be in the black means you have more than you don't have. It means that you earn more than you spend. It means that you have more saved than you have in bills. Your assets are greater than your liabilities, to be in the black. And since the culture calls the day after Thanksgiving Black Friday, we decided to just take it over and make it in the Black Friday. So in the Black Friday means we'd like everybody who's thinking seriously about their finances to make a commitment to be in the black. Pay down your debt by Black Friday. Celebrate your assets over your liabilities on Black Friday. And then who better to be in the black on Black Friday than Black people? And so we decided that preaching was not enough. Teaching was not enough. Praying was not enough. And so prior to Black Friday, we would sponsor a Debt-A-Thon to help people arrest their debt right away. What does that mean? What that means is that there are many people today living the way I used to live, paycheck to paycheck, bill collector to bill collector. I was a pastor of a church being chased by bill collectors because I wasn't paying my bills. Pastor of a church because I was spending more money than I earned. So much so I couldn't make minimum payments. You know my story. Y'all know me. We're friends. And so we decided that we would identify the company we could trust the most, to be honest with our people, to give them solutions and not charge them so much money they got to go borrow money to pay somebody to get them out of debt. And we found a company called Green Path. And I found them through our partner, Prudential. Prudential had checked them out. Prudential's lawyers had checked them out. And, you know, if a company like Prudential says you're okay, they're not going to take any risk on saying you're okay until they know you're okay. So we hooked up with Green Path, a national nonprofit multicultural organization with licensed professional debt counselors. What this means is this. This organization has a relationship with 400 different creditors, from Macy's to MasterCard, from Visa to furniture companies. And if I'm drowning in debt, if I've got $5,000 owed to Macy's and $6,000 owed to Visa and GMAC car payments, what this company has licensed, certified credit counselors who will sit down with me and call all of my creditors, call Macy's, call GMAC, call Visa. And because they have a relationship, when they call those creditors, the creditors will say, oh, Mr. Soaries is working with you. Let's work something out. And the counselor will sit with you to look at your income, look at all your debt, and help you figure out what is affordable. What's an affordable payment plan to pay off your debt? Tell Visa, look, Visa, you want $50 a month for Mr. Soaries. He can only afford $15. And they'll say, look, as long as he's paying the $15 because he's with you, he's fine. That's what debt counseling and debt management is. Do you know that on Saturday, we had the Green Path people with us? You can go to our website, mydfree.org, and you can hear the presentation for yourself. You can hear Green Path describe Green Path. Do you know that so many people contacted us who wanted help with their debt, which is great because so many people are too embarrassed. So many people contacted us that Green Path didn't have enough staff working on Saturday. Had to call people who were at home and say, look, this free thing is jumping. People are calling us from all over the country. We need you to come to work today. Isn't that great? I mean, the only thing worse than not having what you need is not using what you have. And so people called and they got help with their credit. They set up appointments. And right now, there are people on their way to freedom because they came to the Debt-A-Thon. People with foreclosure called. They talked to licensed, HUD-approved housing counselors. There are people that joined the $1 Billion Challenge, where we're trying to get 10,000, we're trying to get 100,000 people to pay off $10,000 of debt. They joined, they signed up, our staff signed them up, and now they made a list of all their debts. In other words, what happened Saturday was about 1,000 people started the process of getting help with their finances and taking control of their futures. Wonderful. And I just want to thank all of you who participated. I want to assure you that if you're still waiting for a response, shoot us an email. We'll make sure you get a response. We were oversubscribed. We weren't expecting this many people, but we thank God for the people. We can handle all of the requests. Now, we're headed towards Friday, and Friday is Black Friday. So we're continuing all this week. You can still spread the word. You can still contact the debt counselor. You can go to our website and just click the link. Look at the website. You'll see the information. You can still join the credit builder program. You can still get help if you're in foreclosure. You can still get a debt counselor to help you negotiate a plan with your lender. You can still get information and support on your student loans. You can still sign up for a financial freedom course, and you can still click the link to find out where you can do your holiday shopping with Black businesses. You know, Black people sell everything. We sell everything from detergent to cars. So go to the website all week long, spread the word that Black Friday, Black Friday is still in the Black Friday until Black Friday is over. Then as soon as Black Friday is over the weekend, we're going to put some feelers out there for people who are being pulled towards Cyber Monday. You know, a big chunk of what used to happen on Black Friday now happens on Cyber Monday, and it's easier sometimes to shop online than it is to go to Best Buy. And so we're going to motivate people over the weekend between Black Friday and Cyber Monday to be have a sensible Monday instead of a Cyber Monday. Just because it's on sale through Cyber doesn't mean it makes good sense. Then at the end of Cyber Monday, we're going to drop a new hit song. I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas. We're going to release it on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the same time. I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas. And from next Tuesday, the night after we drop it, all the way to Christmas, we're going to beg Black people to have a Black Christmas. And we're going to invite white people to have a Black Christmas. We're going to prove that Black dollars matter. And I'll tell you more about the Black Christmas later on. I just wanted to say thank you tonight, give you an update on what occurred last weekend. This was historic to have Black professionals serving Black people, helping them with their finances. You know, a lot of times people preach to us about what we ought to be doing. A lot of times people will write books. I've written books about what we can do, but there comes a time, hey, how you doing? There comes a time when people just need help. And like many of us, hey, Gail, many of us are giving food away for Thanksgiving. And the Lord knows there's some people who are disabled, some people who have physical challenges, who will always need help. But our prayer is that the people who don't have challenges that prevent them from doing certain things won't need a Thanksgiving basket next year this time. We don't want people to be in forever. Jesus said, the poor you always have with you, but he did not say that the same folk would stay poor. Jesus said there would be poor among you all the time, which means that there'll always be people that we can serve, but never did Jesus imply or state that a person should be confined or sentenced to poverty all of their lives. So don't believe that lie. Yes, there'll always be poor people, but you don't have to stay stuck. And so we're going from Black Friday to Black Christmas. And I'm hoping the haters come out. I'm hoping that non-thinking haters come out and attack us so that I can teach them the difference between a red Christmas, which is a Christmas when you're losing money, and a Black Christmas, a Christmas when you're making money. You see, the culture, Dr. King talked about this, the culture is so used to Black being either negative or us, right? That's the culture. So as soon as you say Black, there's some haters out there that say, oh, I'm sick of all that Black stuff, right? Or they'll assume that it's something negative, when the truth is, we're just using the culture against the culture, because the term in the Black is an accounting term. And now we're letting the accounting terms come after the racists to tell them, step back. All we want to do is to let our race match our finances. And since we were born in the Black, we'd like to live in the Black so that we can die in the Black and leave a legacy for our Black children. So I'm hoping the haters come out and challenge us for being something other than what we're being when we change this Christmas song that has meant so much to so many. I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas. I want you to join us. Send me an email at info@mydfree.org. Visit the website, send the link to somebody, post our videos. I've got some new videos coming out right after Black Friday. And then we're going to come out with, we've got 2 different versions, and I don't know which one we're going to drop, but we're going to drop a week from now. I'm dreaming of a Black Christmas, and I pray that you do more than dream of a Black Christmas, but you'll work towards a Black Christmas. Lawrence, you're right. Xenophobia is a real people. It's real. It's real. All right. Dana, good to see you. Linda, Linda said, all right now. Listen, God bless you all. Have a marvelous evening. Those who were with us on Saturday, thank God for you. But Saturday was not the end. Saturday was the launch of our In the Black holiday camp play. You wait till next year. Next year, I'm going to get a bus, a tour bus. Now that all the elections are over nationally, get a tour bus. I'm going to have an In the Black tour bus and hit some key cities and challenge our people to be in the Black. Those who aren't in the Black, all right. All right. Listen, thank you so much. Do I see anybody that I want to wave? Oh, yeah, I want to wave at Paul. God bless y'all. And Fatima, thank you for saying thank you. Sheikah, thank you, Brother Sheikah. Who else do we have here that I can say hi to? All right, Lawrence, I got you. This is wonderful. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I'll see y'all have a marvelous night. And I'll see you all. I may come on tomorrow night, but if I don't, you have a marvelous Thanksgiving and have a joyous Thanksgiving. Have a safe Thanksgiving. Don't be around crowds of people with no mask and tempting this virus to come to your house. Hey, Ernie, good to see you. God bless you, sir. All right, I'm signing off of Instagram. And Priscilla, thank you, dear. Thanks for feeding on people. I'll see you tomorrow as we feed more people. James, thank you. Happy holidays to you too. Happy holidays. Brother Harvin, good to see you. Brother Mo, God bless you, sir. Aura, Aura, good to see you. Good to see you. Bountiful blessings, Aura. Yeah, good to see you. Michelle, you're welcome. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. I'm a VIP millionaire from Michigan. All right. Roger Dollar. Yes, sir. Linda, happy Thanksgiving. It's wonderful that you can greet people by name. All right. I'm going to an 8 o'clock meeting. Then I'm going to eat my dinner, and then I'm going to see what's happening on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. All right. God bless y'all, and I'll see you next time.